Guys, recently I did a poll on my Discord server for my channel to get some requests for more videos in the future, and one of those polls was for whether I should do Roblox studio content again, because I have done this in the past, and then I stopped and moved on to other things, and people voted for it to come back, and yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make a main menu in Roblox for your Roblox game. I'm currently on my second genuine dev account because I didn't. Why am I Christmassy on this account? Never mind. So I'm currently on my secondary genuine dev account to do this, and basically you can choose whichever template you want. We have all of these templates right here, including a normal base place, flat terrain, village, classic obby, racing, FPS system, pirate island, modern city, starting place, suburban, puzzle, all of that stuff. But I'm basically just going to be going for a classic base plate because I want to be rather simple. I still don't know why this thing is here. I need to figure out how to get rid of that because I don't like it. Anyway, once you guys are in, to make your main menu, you're just basically going to want to start off by getting used to the main thing, and used to Roblox Studio. And if you're making a new game, I recommend you save it to Roblox. Like, I'm going to name mine tutorials because I'm going to be doing my tutorials in this lobby. I'm going to turn off Team Crate, but you guys can turn it on if you are enabling collaboration for with other people. It's going to be made by me, and it is doesn't matter what you allow it on, but I recommend you start off with only computer and then develop it to be compatible with other devices, and then basically just save it, and there we go. So that is it, and the main thing saved. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about making the main menu. So for the main menu, you basically just want to start a GUI and click Screen GUI. This is going to make a new Screen GUI. Currently you can't see it, but it allows you to create a new Screen GUI. If you go down into Properties and select Ignore GUI Inset, this will allow the frame that we are about to put in cover up the entire screen rather than making the offset a little bit off. So, and then you can add a frame by clicking the plus icon, and then it will appear here. For the main menu, you can have it whatever size you want. I'm going to make mine cover the whole screen. The size for the whole screen is 1,0, 1,0, like that. That is going to cover the whole screen, and then you just drag it onto the whole screen. The position for that will be 0 and 0, 0. So that is basically that. I'm going to make mine a different color, and you can adjust your color to whatever you want. I'm going to make it a little bit of a dark color, and so I'm going to make this going to be a little bit of a basic one, but you can ask me and leave a comment in the leave a comment below to ask for any help with your main menu in the future, and I can help you out with that. So now you're going to want to add a text label. I'm going to name this title, if I can actually spell it. There we go. So title. I'm going to expand this out to be about the size of that, and then I can remove the background. To remove the background is background transparency. I'm going to set it to 1 so that it's completely gone. And you can't really see black. I want to contrast with the background. So text color is going to be white so that I can actually see it. Text scaled and then bold so that it stands out a bit more. I'm not sure what rich text actually does to it. Does it done nothing at the moment? And then it makes it stand out a bit more if you don't have bold active. And then of course I'm gonna change the font to a good font. I think I'm probably gonna set it to Highway Gothic because this is the one that I use quite a lot. Makes it look like this. So then, but currently it says label. You don't want to change this. You can either go into properties and text and change it there, or double click on the GUI on the screen. I'm gonna change this to welcome. So you can change this to whatever you want. So like you can name it give it the name of the game, or you can do something else. I'm just gonna set it to welcome because the game doesn't really have a name. So now you can also duplicate this if you want, and give it the credits, and then I'm gonna set this to the bottom, and I'm gonna shrink it down. I'm gonna some lots of menus would have credits on them, made by Secondary Gaming YT. Just to say that I made this. You wanna if you're doing this, you want it to make it small and then shrink it down, maybe down to the bottom somewhere where you can't, it's not taking up too much of the screen, like that. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit, about there. Yeah, that looks good. So now for the buttons to actually close this down and start playing the game. You would want to click the plus and choose text button, and then bring it down. You can either remove the background or you can keep the background. I'm going to set my background color to a nice green color, like that. And then I'm going to use UI corner to add a corner to it. And then UI stroke, if it's oh wait, no, the UI stroke is for the text. So I'm not going to have UI stroke, but I am going to have button. So I'm going to enable text scales and bold, and I'm going to set the color to a nice contrast of green. So I think the opposite of green would be blue, so I can set it to blue, or I can just simply set it to black, like that, or white. I think black looks easier to see against the green, so I'm going to have it like that. I'm going to put it down here, I'm going to expand it out like that. There we go. That's basically the play button. I'm gonna type in play, not pay, play. There we go. So now this play button is now, that does of course work, but it doesn't properly work. Because when I press play, I can click play and it does nothing. That's because we need to script this out, and that is going to be done now. So text button, make sure you give this play button as a name, and then in screen GUI, choose local script, and you can name this menu handler or whatever you want. So now local GUI equals script.parent. What I do in my main menu script is I make variables for everything that is actually going to be used as directory. So GUI and local GUI will make it a variable. I do not want assistant, thank you. And then the next one will be local frame equals GUI dot frame, like that. And then local play button equals frame dot play button. And that is basically all the directory that we need. So GUI is going to dot enables equals true. This will set this to be visible when the player launches the game. And then what we can do now is the actual script to make the button clickable. Play button dot mouse button one click connect function, and then like this. This is basically the function that will allow the button to have a detector for when it's clicked. And now we can put in the script for when for what needs to happen when it is clicked. So what we want to happen is we want the main menu to disappear. So GUI.enabled equals false. You can have another script make it more advanced if you wish. And if you have any questions, then don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. So now when I press play, it will completely disappear, and I am in. I forgot how hideous this account looks, like honestly. And so now that is basically the whole thing. So that, and then of course if I come back in, we have the little caption in the bottom and the title. When we click play, we are in, and that is basically how you make a main menu in Roblox Studio. You can add more buttons as well. So like you can have a settings button or a credits button if you want a full credit system, or you can have even more and like updates log perhaps, or you can do and you can do all of that. And then of course if now you can make this screen GUI disabled, you can disable it. So if I let me just show you, if you've never enabled ignore GUI inset, this is what happens. You will have a bit of the top and showing. So now if I enable it again, that is disappeared. So that's why you want to have that enabled, because it looks a bit cleaner. And then when you press play, you are in. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this video and found it helpful. If you did, then let me know by leaving the like, subscribing to the channel, and let me know in the comment section what more tutorials you would like to see. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.